Hi everyone, Val here, and I am going to do another quick recipe for dinner tonight. And I just got back from Kroger's store and I found a nice beef round sirloin tip beef, and this is what we're going to have for dinner tonight. So I'm going to spray my pan here. I think I can get it in this pan. I'm going to spray that so it doesn't stick. And then I also picked up some Chop House Kroger's garlic and cracked pepper. This is a marinade for beef. And I'm going to go ahead and put the beef in the pan and throw some marinade over top of it. I'm going to cook it really slow this afternoon on about 300 degrees, and it's about 120 now, so, and we'll probably eat around 5 o'clock. So it'll be cooking probably 4 hours really slow. Just going to go ahead and put a good dose of this on there and let it cook in it. I always let it cook right in the juice, and it gives it a really good flavor. Let me get a fork and flip him over so I can get a little bit on both sides. Oh, that smells good. You can really smell the garlic in that sauce. Alright, so I have a little bit left. If I think I need it, I can put some on later. But I'm just going to go ahead and maybe give it a couple pokes, let the juices go into it. Have part of an onion, which I'm going to give a quick chop. Oops. Oop, wrong knife. I'm going to give a quick chop. And I'm going to put some of that on top to give it some flavoring. I did pick up some mushrooms in the store, but not everybody in my family eats mushrooms. So I'm going to, when this is ready tonight, I'm going to saute a few of these onions and mushrooms up so that I can have some sauteed onions and mushrooms to go on top. I did pick up this little bag of carrots, and Kroger's, there's nothing wrong with these carrots, but Kroger had them marked down to 79 cents for this little bag, so that's a good deal. And I'm going to throw some carrots on it so we can have some carrots with it tonight also. So that's probably pretty good there. I'm going to put my top on it. I'm going to cook it slow in my oven, and we'll come back and see what's going to go with it in a little bit. Thank you. So I've taken about 5 medium potatoes and I diced them up into small cubes in here, and I'm going to just roast these in the oven or cook these in the oven. I'm going to put some roasted garlic and peppercorns on them to give them some flavoring. I've sprayed the pan with Pam so it doesn't stick with the non-stick cooking spray. I'll give them a good dose of some garlic and pepper here. And then I have some onion powder, and I'm going to put some onion powder on there too for flavor. And then I have the sea salts, and I'm going to put some sea salt on there. And we're going to pop those in the oven. The steak has been cooking, and that's looking pretty good. So we're going to put that in there for about half hour, 45 minutes. We'll check on it and see if it's ready. Okay, so I'm going to pull the meat out and let it rest a minute. I'm going to get my glasses from fogging up here. So the little roast looks mighty good. I'm just going to let it sit here on top of the stove and rest a minute. And stir up my potatoes and see how they're coming. I'm actually going to turn up the stove a little bit. Probably going to put it on a broil to try to get them to cook a little, you know, get a little bit of crispy on them. And in the meantime, I'm going to start my burner here. I'm going to saute some mushrooms and onions for the top of my steak. Steve doesn't really like mushrooms, so he won't be having any. But I like them. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper on them and give those a saute. Okay, the potatoes seem like they are roasted nicely. I have the onions and mushrooms sauteed. Now what I do with the potatoes, I like to do this sometimes, is I have Colby Jack cheese, and I'm going to put cheese on top of the potatoes to make them cheesy, and this will just melt on there. It's just nice and hot. And make cheesy potatoes. And we like it this way. We don't do this every time, but we do like this sometimes. So I'm gonna just turn my oven off and just set that in there to melt for just a minute. And I'm gonna get my beef ready. Okay, so look how tender this meat is to cut it. It's just kind of falling apart. Looks really, really good. I'm going to put some on the plate here. Smother it with a little bit of the onions and mushrooms. Makes it really, really nice. Got our carrots in here. And our cheesy potatoes. And that's what's for dinner. I want to thank you for stopping by and watching me cook my dinner tonight. I wish you could try it. It smells really wonderful. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. And I'll see you real soon. Thanks.